Hi, this is Saskia from Paper and Journaling, and thanks for watching. And for today's project, you need scissors, a pencil, some lovely papers, your traveler's notebook, of course, two envelopes, some nice paper, and a cutting machine. I don't know how it's called, but a cutting thing. You know what I mean. And the first thing we're gonna do is to cut the paper on the size of your traveler's notebook. And oh, there is a little corner that's a little bit ugly, so I'm going to take that off. And I know the sizes of my traveler's notebook already. They're in my head, so I know it's 10.5 centimeters. I'm going to cut it. I have no idea how much that in inches is. But take your traveler's notebook and make it a little bit smaller so that it fit in perfectly. And we're going to create some extra pockets because you never have enough pockets for your traveler's notebook. And as you see, that will fit in perfectly. Just a little bit smaller. And now we have two envelopes. Ordinary, they were quite thin, and I like that to work with. And just cut them halfway. And now we need one extra. We're creating 3 pockets, but be assured that you not are going to cut in the tops, I don't know, the closure things, and that this one is at the other side, so the same way as the other envelopes. So all the closed edges on one side, and the easiest way is just to cut something like half a circle. And if you do that by the 3 of them at the same time, they have, of course, the same look. That's the most easy thing of that, because if you do it by each part, then then they have different forms, of course. And now we're going to check if they are too big. Well, they are too big, so we're going to cut a little bit off, like that. Hop. And just quite easy. And you can use them for some extra stickers and things like that. And now we're going to make them, of course, more beautiful. I'm going to ink all the edges. Well, you know how to ink, of course, just like this. So this is what I did. And now we're going to 3 nice colored papers over it that will match the rest of your project. And what I said, I never have enough pockets for some extra tags. It just looks nice, but it's also nice to, if you have to really to stuck something with you, like a picture or whatever. The easiest way is now to turn it around and make it a little bit smaller than what you cut out. And then it will have the perfect size. Just a tiny bit smaller. Yes, put it on the right side. Well, a little bit off. And you need to do that, of course, by the other 3 as well. Don't throw the papers away, because the rest of the paper we're gonna need that. And of course you have to ink everything. Now that's all inked, and you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to glue it together. Yeah. And this is just ordinary cheap paper glue that will work. It's totally fine. I'm not going to put my vacuum cleaner in it, so just some stickers will do the trick, of course. And what I said, don't throw the other papers away. First thing we're going to do is look if it fits perfectly. And the reason why we need the other part is because if you open the pocket, you see those empty gray or white or whatever kind of envelopes you use, that color, and that's not nice, of course. So for that reason we're going to take the other part, and we do this by piece. We take it a little bit bigger than what we just did. And I'm using my cutting machine to cut it out. And now I'm going to look what the size is, and I will create the other ones the same size. So I'm not going to give you a size simply because I don't know how big or small you create them, but the other ones are just the same size. So I cut them as well, and now we have to cut the other part, what we're going to do as well, just a little bit bigger, not too much. And we got cut that size as well. And now I'm looking where I made the pencil because sometimes you can't see where you put a pencil line, and make the size as well, what kind of size you created for, cut it in, and do the other two parts as well, and ink them, of course, to make it a very nice part. And then we're going to stuck them in the order you like them to have. And as you see, not you can match them, of course, by the same colors. What's inside is outside, but I'm going to mix them all, so that will give just a different look. And then glue them first in the pocket, and then the pocket on your other piece of paper, and try to get them as possible to the edges, because that's sometimes a little bit too difficult. You know, they really have to stick in and not that they are slanted or something like that. So my fingers are a little bit gluey now, and then just glue them on your paper. And I like to decorate them just by a small sticker, but that's of course your choice as well. I make them just a tiny bit more beautiful, but I love the papers already, but it's just some extras. And the rest is to glue them in. And I have some pockets, things like that, just for showing. I'm not. I already have something, but that's still in my other room and downstairs. Oh, before I forget, don't forget to subscribe and to give a like. I hope you like the idea, and I'm seeing you next time. Bye bye.